Achieving a goal. How do we actually achieve a goal as people, right? So if I'm speaking to you right now, there's usually some things that stop us achieving goals. For example, we make the same mistakes over and over again, and then we go, do you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to do the same thing again. You go up to that door that says pull, I'm going to push. And it doesn't quite work, and then what do? You step back from the door. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to do it a lot harder. I'm just going to force the issue. I'm going to do it again, and then you step back, didn't work. And then you go, let's do it again. And the same thing keeps happening and keeps happening and keeps happening. And we do that all the time, whether it's with exams, whether it's with dieting, whether it's with being in a football team, gymnastics competition, whatever it is, we just make those same mistakes and we don't learn from them. Now, you can learn from them, but it comes about paying attention. So, how do we do that? Well, first, it's going to come down to changing patterns. So you might have a way that you do things that isn't consistently working, and you think, I'm going to need to change that. But something in your body says, don't do that. Don't change it. Don't change it. Don't change it. Don't change it. Now, the reason for that, our brains, and this is a secret for everyone, they're quite lazy. So your body doesn't want to do it because it feels weird at first, but it's always going to. Every change that's made to a pattern, to a way of doing things, will feel weird and strange. But I promise you, if you can keep persisting with it, it gets easier and easier and easier and easier. We've all been there, and you join a new club and you feel weird. You stand at the back, you don't want to say anything, you don't want to look at anyone, and all of a sudden, gradually, you get closer and closer to the front, and before you know it, you're the one telling everybody, come on, get up, let's go, training's started, the dance routine's starting, whatever it is. Allow yourself to feel weird at times. It's okay. It's your body just getting used to a new normal. The other way that we can then help with achieving a goal is by combining two really, really important things. I see it a lot with people where they'll have a long-term goal with zero short-term goals. They'll have loads of short-term goals with no long-term goal. I personally think you can't do one without the other. So what you need to do is you need to combine them both. If you come in and say, by this point, I want to be able to have 4 A's and 2 B's and a C or whatever it is, you want to pass all of your exams, you want to do whatever it is, but you have no short-term goals and only the long-term, it just stays long-term. So it gets easy to put things off. Oh, I've still got 9 months before exams, I've still got 6 months before I do this, 4 months before I do that. Whereas if you give yourself some short-term goals, maybe a weekly or a daily goal, it becomes easier, and then you start to see improvements all the time. You start to see things moving, and when you do that, you gain that one really, really important thing, motivation. When you're motivated to do something, it's on. So, there's your way to go and achieving a goal. What's your goal? Go achieve it. No idea. 3.5.
Alright, I feel that actually I was like, I'm going to
End recording.
6 minutes recording and then